Hey everyone, today we are going to go over Mac tricks. These tricks are to help you with your day-to-day use on a Mac, hopefully speed you up, teach you some new things. So let's dive right on in. One cool thing that I enjoy about Mac is being able to hit Command Space and literally search whatever you want to be able to search throughout your whole Mac. It doesn't matter whether you're looking for mail or sort of screenshots and images. It can really, or even a certain type of setting, you can really dive deep into your Mac by finding whatever you want. You don't need this right now, but you'll need it in a few minutes. So let's just go ahead and minimize it. Command M. It's pretty quick, easy, quicker than having to go up to the top left corner and hit the minimize button. Quitting an application, say you don't need it, say you're just done with it, just Command and Q will quit. Certain applications such as Google Chrome will actually want you to hold Command Q. Either way, holding or just clicking is a little bit faster than having to click the top. Another cool thing to do, quick and easy thing to do, is Command Tab. You can see all of your open applications on your computer. And when you release, it brings the app forward. If the app is minimized, such as Activity Monitor, it will not come to the front of the screen. So, in order to bring up a minimized window, what you would do is you'd hit Command Tab, and you'd release Tab, and then you'd click Option, release command, and whatever application, such as Safari here, will come up. So that's a nice way to bring up a minimized application that you minimize with Command M. Another thing that you can do for your computer is clean up your messy desktop. Personally, I like as little on my desktop as possible. But in this instance here, I created a bunch of extra stuff just for learning purposes. So what you'll do is you'll right click and you can click clean up. And that will actually move everything into a certain type of grid that's already standard on the Mac. But as you can tell, it's still messy. You can always right click and go to clean up by and select whatever you want here. And that'll organize your stuff for you. Introduced in Mac OS Mojave, you can use stacks. What that does is it will take items and actually organize them by file type. So we have images, we have PowerPoint, and then we have Word and Pages documents right here. And then folders, stay on their own. The trick is your volume adjustment. Say you are using the volume keys and it goes up a full block, but that full block is just too much. All you have to do is hold down Shift, Option, and the volume button, and as you'll notice, it's an increment of quarter blocks. So that way you can really fine-tune your volume a little bit better. So there's just the volume button. Here is Shift, Option, volume. Split screen was introduced a few years back and it was pretty great. You just have to hold the maximize button, drag to the left or the right of your screen, select whatever window. I just happen to have no windows available for that, so we'll try that again. Certain apps will not take to split screen. Now, this will allow you to change and alter the size. If you have an application in the background that you want to be able to move around so that way you can see a little bit better, all you have to do is hit Command and then click and drag. This will move your application around without bringing it to the front of the screen, because sometimes you just need to see a little bit more of that window. One thing that I find a lot of people don't realize is you can alter how your trackpad works. On newer Macs, there is Force Touch. On older Macs, you don't have the same functionality. And so what you have to do is go into your system preferences, go into your trackpad, and you can alter all your functionalities in here. You've got 3 different tabs at the top that you can use, and then within each one has a bunch of different things. I like to have tap to click rather than clicking the whole trackpad. Some people don't like that. Lookup and data detectors. This one here I love. If I come across a word for whatever reason that I don't understand, all you have to do is 3 fingers, tap, and it'll bring up information about it. This is, yep. Sometimes it'll bring up a full website like that. Or what you can do, if you find an article that you like, tap with 3 fingers on it, and it'll actually come up with that dictionary, thesaurus, and if there's movies or anything else about whatever word you had clicked on, there you go. All comes up. Another cool thing is giving yourself more control over websites. There's a lot of things going on about ad tracking and tracking cookies and things of that nature. This is one way to see how your Safari browser is interacting with each website. So one thing that you can do is you can go into Safari in the top left here, click settings for this website, and you can actually alter settings specifically for this website and each and every individual website. Another thing you can do is go into Safari Preferences, and then you've got all your different tabs up here. Websites, if you go there and go to autoplay for YouTube, since that's one that I have open in a tab over here, you can see how the videos autoplay. You can check your camera, make sure it asks allow or deny access to your camera, your microphone, your location, notifications, even pop-up windows. So this really gives you a lot more of an advanced look at your website settings. Another fun thing you can do is change your toolbar. You can completely customize it by right-clicking and click Customize Toolbar, and then you have all these different buttons. Now this isn't just for Safari, this is for all of your different Apple applications. So you can go up here, Customize Toolbar, even on your Finder. Another cool thing that you can do, besides dragging movies around and select what you want here, if you go into Applications, you can even take and drag an application up to the top, and you can either quickly open that, or certain things will actually allow you to open. All you have to do is hold Command and then click and drag the application. Command, click and drag out will remove it. When you have a lot of files that need to be renamed, such as photos that you imported from a camera, one thing that you can do, and I actually don't have a lot of photos to go and show you this with, but I can show you this with these documents on my screen here. One thing you can do is just highlight those, right click, and then rename these items. And there's all kinds of different ways that you can do this with different formats, adding text, replacing text. So once you find what you need to do, like this custom here, just change that, start at an increment, rename, and as you notice, they've all renamed themselves to match with that number on the end. So that's a quick, easy way to sort the names, or change the names, that is, especially if you have a lot of photos. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of photos to really mess around with. That's why I use documents instead, but it best works with photos. So sometimes if you need to view something that's on someone else's Mac, or they're asking you a question, you're trying to troubleshoot with them, you need to see the screen. Well, Mac has screen sharing built in. All you have to do is use the host name or the Apple ID that is connected with that computer, your host name would be your IP address. And as you can tell here, screen sharing is working. You are allowed control over their computer. You can view it, control it either way. It just kind of depends on what you're looking to do here. There is a built-in microphone functionality. So that way, you guys can communicate with each other, you and whoever's on the other end. You can do this through Terminal. One reason to use Terminal is it uses less bandwidth and less system resources. System preferences, sharing, you'll do remote login, you'll check it, you'll check this, you'll change who needs to be able to remote into it, and then you can go to the terminal on another Mac and remote into your computer that way. Another cool feature that most people don't know about is that you have QuickTime on your Mac, and you can actually do screen recording from it. Here's a little bit of a bonus. These are some basic, and I mean basic, keyboard shortcuts that you can use with your Mac. These will help you with day-to-day processes. I definitely encourage you to play around on your trackpad, see how much faster your trackpad can be with its functionality, as well as keyboard shortcuts. And if there's anything that I left out, anything you have questions on, definitely feel free to leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Thank you.